For our first DIY, you'll need an Amazon bubble mailer, felt, acrylic, and puff paint. We are going to start off by laying down a white primer with some white acrylic paint so we can hide the blue logos. Sorry Amazon, but we will be turning you into something prettier. After that's dried, we will be painting 2 coats of fuchsia pink. Then we are going to cut out our letters using some black felt. And to give it some dimension, we'll be using white puff paint around the letters. I glued the letters and felt hearts down onto the bubble mailer. Now we have to make our vinyl using some cardboard. Shout out to Quaker Oats for helping me make a perfect circle. Then I painted everything. I used some painter's tape to adhere it to the inside of the sleeve. I decided to do that so I can easily remove it to store my decor piece for years to come. This is probably my favorite DIY I've ever made. You'll need a foam and wooden heart from Dollar Tree, conversation hearts, acrylic paint, spackle, a piping bag, and tip. First, we are going to paint our foam heart, and then we'll be cutting off a small piece so it'll be able to stand. Then we are going to paint the wooden heart using that same color. After everything is painted, we're going to get our spackle ready. I added some paint to get it the same color and placed it in my piping bag. We're going to put that to the side while we start gluing our conversation hearts. I went for a pattern using the same colors. After 3 rows, I started spackling some stars using my 1M tip, and it looked so cute. Just a reminder, if you enjoy watching DIYs, please consider subscribing. I'd love to hit my milestone of 1,000 subscribers this year. I feel like I'm so close, and I'd love for you to be a part of my community. I, of course, had to season it with some glitter. Now we can glue it down. I used both hot glue and super glue. I absolutely loved how it turned out. It's honestly my favorite of all time. I hope you guys like this one as much as I did. This DIY turned out so cute. You'll definitely be inspired to make your own. First, we have to paint the gift box itself. I used the color Cameo Pink by Apple Barrel. Once the paint is dry, we can start placing our spackle in the piping bag. I've never iced a cake before, so I know if I can do it, you can too. After I finished icing, I of course seasoned it with some glitter. Then I started placing my fake sprinkles around the cake using some tweezers. This next step is optional. If you already have fake cherries you can use. If not, you can follow along using air-dried clay. We're going to start by kneading our clay, then I shaped it into a ball. Once we have our shape, I lightly pressed a hole into the clay so we can place the stem of the cherry. To make the stem, I just rolled a thin strand. Now we can add the final touch to our fake cake and pipe some spackle where we want our cherries. Remember to place your cake where you want it to stay permanently, or you can also put it on a paper plate and cut it out like I did. For our next two DIYs, you'll need some foam hearts from Dollar Tree, but first we'll be making a super easy bow to use for our DIY. You'll need 2 strands of ribbon, one being a little shorter in length, then you'll be gluing both ends together. Next, you'll stack both of them together and cut a small piece of ribbon to hold our bow together. Then you'll need 2 more strands the same length, and we're going to glue those to the bow. It was super easy to make. Now for our DIY, we're going to take our foam heart and use a utility knife to cut 2 slits the same length and width apart as the bow we just made. And then we can hot glue our bow on. To make the table runner, I used the same foam hearts and glued them together. This table setting decor is so cute and well under $5 for everything. I had a blast making these Valentine's crafts. If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my uploads, and I'll see you in my next one.